Hi Sunshines, welcome back to our channel MADCURLS. I'm TaylorAnne.
And I'm LoriAnne.
And welcome to another
Makeup Monday.
Makeup Monday. We are back with another makeup look. These are the looks that we did today. We went with red tones. That was the inspiration for today's look, some red tones. I just thought about it. Red reminds me of fire. It's warm and I'm freezing. We had a crazy snowstorm. Crazy, got 8 inches of snow. Ridiculous, and I'm just cold.
It's cold. It's cold. My hands are cold.
Yes, it's just cold. And these looks just remind me of warmth. So we went with some warm tones today.
Yeah.
So this video was a little long, so
Long.
How long is it? It's gonna be like 40+ minutes. Okay. So grab a snack, kick back, and join MADCURLS as we create these looks from start to finish. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Or maybe this way. One of these ways. Let's get into it. So, hair's tied back.
And mine's not. Mine's drying. I'm still, guys, using the Cream of Nature. What is that? That coconut.
Why don't you never know anything?
Because I just don't. I can't remember all the things.
It's the Cream of Nature, the coconut milk line.
They said as you get older, the less you remember, the better, because your mind is not just like blocked with things all the time. So that's why you're around. So what's it called?
I see. The Cream of Nature coconut milk line.
Yes.
That's actually still in my hair as well.
Yes.
It's day 4.
And I said I was a hard critic, but I was sold, and so I am doing this, even though we are going to try to do the leave-in. It's
as
alone,
a one and
right?
done.
Since
Yes,
that was our
but that's not what this video is about.
Of course it's
so
not.
Let's get back on track here because we are doing eyeshadow today, so this is gonna take a while. So I can't let you go off on too many tangents because this is gonna be long. This is gonna be long.
Okay.
All right.
My hair is wet because it's drying.
First things first, primer. Get your primer.
Yeah. Okay, so I went into Sephora the other day because I've been watching makeup tutorials on YouTube, and everyone's talking about the YSL. I don't know. The blurring. Okay, it was the blurring primer. All right. I hate when you go into a store and ask for samples because these people act like they own it. They give you such a microscopic amount, and they get like an attitude. Like when you ask. It's
called a sample. You're just supposed to try.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going back into Sephora with this alone.
And if you like it,
show them how
then
samples given.
you buy it.
Yeah.
So the primer that I'm using is the Fenty Soft Matte Primer. It's in this little sample jar because when I first tried it, it was a sample from Sephora. We do have the full pump, but that we bought. I'm still working off the sample.
Well, I don't know if we do. I know I do.
God, this video is long already.
Okay, so let's see. I really want to try this because everybody with money talks about it.
Everybody with money. How much is it?
I think it was either $55 to $65 for the primer.
It's ridiculous.
It was. That's why I got a sample, and that's why now I got the container. Okay. I love the way it feels, though. I mean, like the YouTubers, the big makeup YouTubers, they rave about this stuff. It goes on so nice. If you guys can get a sample from Sephora, definitely try it. It's the E. Saint Laurent YSL Blurring Primer.
And I assume it has some blurring properties in it.
It must. It feels really nice on my skin.
And you guys know you guys probably don't know. It's only our second makeup video, but smile lines, they're my issue. I use the Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick. Stick my little finger in. I'm actually running out. That should be
an issue for you because you're just a happy person. Like,
I know.
What's wrong with having smile lines?
My makeup just creases right there.
I don't know, because you young girls, what's wrong with smile lines? Like, everybody cakes on all that baking powder to cover the smile lines, and that's because you're just happy people. Why can't you smile? That shows that you've had a happy life.
Indeed.
You see, I don't have smile lines. Maybe I didn't smile a lot.
Maybe. Maybe your smile lines went other places.
Maybe they did.
But I would never, like, no judgment, but like I would never like pump my face with stuff to like get rid of the lines. And
you can never say never. I don't like never. Okay. I don't like definitive words. I don't like never and always.
Okay, so maybe one day down the road, if we become millionaires, we'll pump our face with silicone.
Because you never ever know what you're going to do. So I don't
eyes
ever say never.
Will just
never say always.
Tighten the lines here. Tighten the lines here. Okay.
Yeah.
Color corrector is coming next for me. I am using this MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in medium. I'm using...
Yes. And I'm using... I'm going to make it very simplistic today. This is Bobbi Brown Retouching Face Pencil in medium to dark. And it comes out kind of peachy. Just like all these other brush things and everything else I've done. So it's just... Oh, can you see that?
I'm taking the pink color to color correct my dark circles.
See it there. You know, always Bobbi Brown a whole lot. She's not giving these pencils away. So I've had this forever, and I just decided to switch it up today. Let's see how this goes. My cute little teddy bear Moschino limited edition mirror that I got months ago. So I just had to have something from that collection.
Just putting this on. I don't know why I'm using this brush. I typically use my finger. Things just go so much quicker with my finger, I feel. I'm actually going to mix this bottom color, pinky color, with this top one up here.
I like when you use color corrector and you just start seeing results immediately.
You should. That's the point. I was watching a YouTuber one time and she was like that. When you color correct, you should see like a difference immediately.
Oh, okay. I wonder what people did back in the day when they didn't do all this color correcting.
They went about their day.
Oh, okay.
No color. Oh, I have a pimple down here. Ow.
I just do what I do. Like, I don't have any specific way of doing things. It just works. YouTube wasn't around when I was young and learning makeup. So I'm learning little tips and tricks now, but basically I'm set my way.
Actually, you know what? I don't know. I found this in my drawer and I feel like I hadn't used it in a while, so I thought I'd use it. But it's a little drying. It's actually very drying under my under eyes.
I wonder how you found my stuff in your drawer. Just asking.
So, you know what? I think it'll be okay. Indeed.
Because I buy stuff and then I probably just toss it over. Or you take advantage of my memory loss, so you just take things and I don't remember I had it.
That's probably not the case.
Probably is the case.
Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is concealer.
Uh-oh.
What?
I can't oh, yes, here. Okay. See, I was ready today. I was thinking I didn't have my brush on set.
I am using the NARS Creamy Concealer in Ginger.
When I do that, guys, that means it's something that I once owned, and she owned it now, and I was wondering where it was at, and now it's appeared on
First
set.
of all, you weren't wondering where it was at.
Actually, I was, because I know you had the pot that I gave you, but
I did.
I didn't know that you had the liquid. You like the liquid better than the little the matte pot?
At the moment, yes, because my skin is dry. It's wintertime.
Oh, okay. No, I like the matte. I think it's one of the best concealers. We talked about that last week. I said I think I was the only one in the world that didn't like Shape Tape.
You didn't like Tarte Shape Tape?
No. So again, I'm going to reiterate, this brush is the best brush. What's this thing called? The Airbrush, the Pro Airbrush Concealer. Brush number 57 is the Sephora brush. I think they're pretty good, and I think I can judge because I have had every brush known to man out here.
And I let my concealer sit a little bit because I feel like if you put it on and then you start rubbing it in, you're kind of rubbing the product off, so I let it sit for a second. I learned that chick from Jackie Aina. I love watching her. She said if you don't let your concealer sit for a minute, you're not popping. So I want to be popping, so I gotta let it sit.
Well, I guess I'm not popping then. Because you have to do things according to age. You can't just be letting all this stuff cake up under your eyes and stuff, and going into lines, fine lines, heavy lines, deep lines, grooves, concaves.
Right.
Because things can't just sit at every age. You gotta get the stuff moving, thin it out.
I always do concealer first because I feel like I see what I have to conceal, and then I can use less foundation. That's just my method here.
Oops. I'm back. Alright, I was looking for my... Ta-da! This is the one that I like. The NARS in Ginger. This matte pot concealer. Just little bit.
Little.
Dip it in. Kind of like get rid of it there.
I learned a fun word the other day called lottle.
What's lotto? A lot and a little?
A lot and a little.
Oh. Where did you hear that at?
It was on a Pinterest thing. It was like, I love you a lottle.
That's cute. Well, why don't you either love them a lot or you love them a little? It's amazing how words get into the English language. A lotto, really?
A lottle.
I want somebody to explain that to me. I'm like, what is it? It's either or for me. You either love somebody a lot or you love somebody a little. That one doesn't really. You have to find another sentence for that.
Okay. I'm so thirsty today. I'm drinking buy drinks.
Now, why do you get to drink on set, but I don't?
Rio raspberry tea. I never said you got to.
Oh, yes, you did.
You couldn't. Probably one day you were annoying me. And you
remember, I have viewers that love me.
I know.
And they said for you to be patient with me.
I know. You guys were coming for me in the last video. You don't understand how patient I am with my mom. Seriously, if you could see all these bloopers.
They saw, truly.
It might seem sometimes like I'm getting aggravated. It's because I am. It's exactly what it looks like.
Not bothered in the least bit. And just do me.
It's
exactly. You can sit over there and pout.
Okay. Foundation.
Okay. Why not?
Today I am using. Don't look at me.
Now why would I do that?
Today I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation.
Oh, okay. Okay, there goes that expression again, guys.
Which you put me on. This was the first expensive foundation that I was given, and then I can't even say I bought, but that I have. And then I went out and I bought the matching powder. The powder was $60, but this is what, up there like $60 too,
because it was the wrong color, because they said it had an olive green kind of.
Yeah. So it didn't work for you, but it worked for me, and
yeah.
I love this. It's like your skin. I returned
it and got my own complexion color, but I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Because that's just the kind of person that I am.
Oh.
And today I am using.
Let's not toot our own horns here.
NARS. Let's see. Velvet Matte Foundation Stick. I love these sticks. No matter what brand makes it. I have to try Anastasia one of these days, but even though you said it's very drying.
It's very drying. I saw people actually like taking a match and like setting it on fire.
Like that is like a perfect match.
Is it the golden?
Whatever this is.
No, like, sorry. What is this? This is NARS this week.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but it is. You can't even see it when I stripe it on, because it's such a match.
As it should be.
You said you said these things are full coverage, and you said I'm going off on them.
Yeah, last video you was going ham.
Yeah.
Looking back at the footage, ain't nobody checked you though. So.
They definitely
nobody
did not.
said nothing to you.
They definitely did not.
Like, is somebody gonna tell my mom she got like a pound of foundation on?
No, because I didn't have a pound. I smoothed it out.
A pound and a half.
A pound and a half. Where did that come from? A Shakespeare movie? Oh, a Shakespeare play.
Pound and a half.
Yeah, like Taming of the Shrew. What are those Shakespeare plays? Somebody knows a Shakespeare play. Pound and a half. A flesh.
You're off camera.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
You told me I would be.
Alright.
Okay. I can't
believe you're keeping pace with me. It's a Christmas miracle.
I know. I was getting ready to say that.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Well, I don't know how much of a Christmas miracle it is. But.
And there I am with my ghost likeness again. It's actually, I'm going to be... You're nice
and I'm not.
You're a tan.
Yeah, that's a real good color for me. That's... What color is that? Okay.
Mom, how many times did I ask what color it is?
I said, no, I wanted to know what the stick it was the last time. Now I'm asking for the color.
Oh.
So this one is Stromboli. Do you know how many times I bought this and took it back and
Let me tell you the obnoxiousness, okay? You bought it, took it back, bought another color, took it back, bought another color, took it back, bought that again, took it back. Like, you kept saying it was the wrong cut. Like, I don't understand.
Because it made me
Every
nervous.
time you went into Sephora, you were like back at the NARS section with those sticks. And I'm like, I'm over it.
Because it made me nervous, because when I would come home and look up the colors.
Me not having patience
The
again.
moment that I saw the word pink, I panicked. And I'm like, I do not want to look pink. So I took it back. I like to have the yellow undertone. So then I take it back and I get yellow, and then it'll be too yellow. So then I would take it back, and then I'd go back and just grab one without reading the undertones, and then I'd come home and read the undertones, and then I'd see that pink again, and then I would take it back. And finally,
you were like laying in bed at night on the NARS website, like just looking, and I'm like, Ma, I don't care about foundation this much. Like, just pick a color. Just pick a color, buy it, and let's go. Like,
no, you can't do that.
Okay. So I'm going to powder my face now. I am going to be using the Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in Golden Almond Finish. And I also like to take a little bit of the Airspun Loose Powder.
Oh my gosh. That smell.
I knew you were going to start. Dump it in, and I mix the two powders together and powder my face with that sometimes.
It really smells like a grandmother. It really, really does.
It does.
Like that, like, oh. It really does. It really does.
Okay, I'm almost done. It's going to be okay.
Everybody swears by it. I can't swear by it one way or the other because I just won't use it.
Oh, sorry, my contacts. I just take a little bit, put it in.
You find loose powder works better than just pressed powder when you set stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Pressed powder, loose powder. I prefer loose powder, but today I'm using pressed powder.
That is like such a perfect color.
And this is like my color. This golden color is like my color exactly, so I appreciate it.
Okay. All right, so let me see. Okay, I'm slipping out of the timeline. All right, let me think. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder.
It was a comment on the last video for you to skip powder, and I don't know why. Someone was just like, skip powder.
Mama.
No.
And Mama say,
no. You can't skip powder. Sorry. Got to set everything in place.
I know, I used to skip powder, but you told me I couldn't.
Yeah, what are you looking like skipping powder for? I don't understand. You're supposed to let them liquids just hang out on your face? Slide all over your face?
I used to. But you said no.
Okay.
That's the glory of aging, because your skin loses oils.
A big fluffy brush. Real Techniques. This is mine. This is mine.
There's mine over there. Can you hand me mine, please?
It's with his friends right now. In my brush box.
I never liked that brush, the Real Techniques one. It's just way too big. Way too big. My favorite brushes are Bobbi Brown, believe it or not. Well, why wouldn't they believe it? But
so my base is done. At this point, I do my eyeshadow.
do you?
Yeah, so I don't know what you do at this point.
Okay.
But I do my eyeshadow first before I go on with the rest of my
Alright,
face.
I'll do my. Then you know what? Brows I do. I'll do brows.
You do
Why
brows
don't you
next?
brows. Because I want to see what it looks like before I put on
Okay,
eyeshadow.
so you start your brows.
Okay.
I'm going to prime my eyelids. We were actually watching a makeup video last night by Daisy Marquez, and I am going to try that eyeshadow trick, because how I do my eyelids is I typically put concealer down over them, and then I set them with translucent powder, and she said that you should put the concealer down and not set it with translucent powder, and it makes your eyeshadow colors more vibrant, and like the proof was in the pudding. She showed like the comparison, so I want to try that today and see what happens.
Very good.
But you got to give credit where credit is due.
Do you?
Because we learned
That's
from her.
like a whole lot. Well, she said it wasn't a new thing. She said she just
Yeah, but
started doing
so it might not have been a new thing, but I didn't know about it
Oh, okay.
until I learned it from her. So
Okay, all this credit.
you got to give credit. I know people be mad.
Like they reinvented the wheel. They really do. I have been doing that forever. And you told me that I was doing it wrong, but that's not reinventing the wheel. Just putting on. I never put powder down ever. I never put primer. None of that stuff. I buy it. I bought all that Urban Decay primer, poison. What is that stuff called?
What are you talking
One of those Urban Decay primer.
Primer potions.
Potions.
You said
Poison.
primer poisons. What?
I did. So she didn't reinvent the wheel. I always put eyeshadows down without primer. Always in powder.
Okay, Mom.
I do.
Okay.
Believe it or not, women of our age knew how to put on makeup years ago. We didn't need YouTube, honey.
Okay.
Okay, I certainly didn't need YouTube. I didn't have YouTube. I didn't need it. I have no Instagram face.
You said no Instagram face.
I learned that the other day. The Instagram concealer, they call it. Because that's that big triangle I was talking about last week. We draw the great big triangle.
Yeah, well, I guess it's called Instagram face now, but who came up with it? I think Kim Kardashian started that, the whole giant triangle.
What is that about?
So, the eyeshadow palette that I am using today, it's a very tough decision.
Hold on, before you do that, I'm just going to mention, I swore by this last week. I said it. Ulta to me is the best, and I don't like to say it's just like, because I don't do just likes. If I want that, I'll get it. So I don't just get something and say this is just like Anastasia. It's not like
It's just like Ulta.
It's like itself. I got it. If I want Anastasia, I'll get Anastasia. I don't do just likes, because just get what you want. You don't have to get just likes.
Oh, so were you saying all that because you didn't tell them what you were putting on your eyebrow?
Yeah. So I was using the Ulta Ultra Slim Brow Pencil and the color Taupe. To me, it's not an art form. I just put it on and brush it up or brush it down. And some people have to turn the whole camera off and go off set and come back with plastered eyebrows. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at your eyebrows. I'm learning. Taking notes.
Are you? Okay.
Popping or whatever.
Okay.
Alright, so the eyeshadow palette that I'm using today is the Morphe. I call it Morphe. Some people call it Morph. Y'all know. Morphe, Morph, whatever you want to call it. The 3502. I have tons of Morphe palettes. I love them. I know there's a lot of controversy around them, but I really don't care because I love the Morphe palettes. I have so many. They're just good eyeshadows, even though their shipping is kind of ridiculous. I don't like their shipping prices. But other than that, I feel like they're good, affordable palettes.
Why is there controversy around them?
Because the people with Morphe codes and pushing codes, and people just don't like Morphe. I don't know. But I love the makeup. If we're talking about the makeup, I love the makeup. So especially the eyeshadow palette. So this is their 3502, and it's my favorite palette.
I don't know why there would be controversy over something like that, because like I said last night, people can tone that out. Like, I never even noticed that. Like, just like we said, we have never, I don't think ever one time say push the subscribe button, because people subscribe.
You know what a button is. Yeah.
You know what a button is. I certainly know, and you know if I know what a button is.
I really don't care about people's codes though, because I'm looking for a code. I want to save some money. So if I can save 10%, 15%, I don't care if they get some kickback. I really don't care, as long as I'm saving some money.
Exactly.
I really don't care.
Exactly.
So the two colors that I'm going to be working with from this palette today are, hold on, I'm going to be using Heat, which is this color right here. This is called Heat. And Chestnut, which is this color down here.
Okay.
Heat and Chestnut.
Now normally the red eye is my thing. We've had so many videos for our hair where we do the close-ups, and my eyes always are kicked with red eyeshadow. But today I'm going to do something that I've never used in the red family. Today we were just kind of looking for things. So I decided, okay, I think Makeup Forever, never used this before. This color right here, I don't know. Oh, you know what? It's number, okay, they're by numbers. So, oh, that was so good. That was so smart of me. See how I did that, guys? I put that on the back, and then I put the numbers. That was
Good
so
job.
brilliant. Okay,
You're brilliant.
Makeup Forever. This is number 928. Right there. It's kind of like a cranberry. We'll try that. And then to start off with, I didn't know whether to start either with Urban Decay Tease, which is kind of a very pale lavender, right there, or Urban Decay Naked, which is more of a buff neutral tone. So I think I want to start off with Tease.
Okay. I'm not using any transition colors today. I'm just going straight in with these colors. So I am using Heat. That's the first color I'm using. Okay. Which is really red.
What brush are you using?
I am using the Royal Moda brushes. It's a crease and smudge brush. It's a duo. And I just really like it. It's like a big blending brush, and I go in with the blending brush, and I'm just kind of working that in to the crease first. Oops.
So I'm using the Sephora brush number 19, the Pro Tapered Crease Brush.
Daisy was right. That color is very intense already. But have no fear. That's what blending's for. Not worried yet.
I know you're a master blender. And
I feel like you can't really mess up with makeup. Makeup is personal.
I think it's subjective, which means beauty is in the eye of the beholder. There's no right or wrong. That's why I think a lot of women get so scared. Like, I've never put on makeup before. Okay, just grab some makeup and slap it on. There's really no right or wrong.
I'm using this big fluffy brush. I'm actually going to take some of this color up here. It's called Universal, because this is just really intense. I just want to blend those edges out because they're scaring me. Tone it down.
Okay, and then I think I'll just get this, is it the Poppy Brown? Yeah, it's Poppy Brown, huge blending brush, and just kind of diffuse it more.
With Heat.
Oh, you're starting to bring red on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to go in on the other side with Heat.
How'd you start? At the corner, the outer corner?
The outer corner, and work it in.
Oh, okay.
Gonna work it all over. Yeah, there is a major difference when you don't use translucent powder, and I feel like for the future I might go back in with translucent powder because I feel like it just diffuses the color a little bit. This red is extremely intense. It's like sticking straight on the the concealer. But she ain't lie. She
Did
said
you,
I was gonna do that.
Did you put on powder or no?
No, I just went in with the concealer. I primed with the concealer, then I went in with the red shadow, and it's very bright. But I'm not freaking out
Do
too
you
much.
drag it across the crease?
Yep. Just kind of swipe it back and forth, windshield wiper motions. I'm going in with Universal to diffuse the edges. Back in with heat. Alright. Now I'm going to take another clean brush. I'm going to take this brush. It's from probably one of my Anastasia palettes. Probably Modern Renaissance or Prism.
Yeah, I was in your room last night. I noticed that. That was cute.
Yeah. It's
Also
like a
came from one of the
double-sided.
palettes.
Came from one of the palettes, yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm going to go in with Chestnut, which is this darker color right here. Put that in the crease, not the crease, the side corner area. Outer corner, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of build that up, because I don't want bright red eyeshadow. I want it to be a little bit darker. Work that on the lid as well.
How many times you dip back in and go back?
Until I'm satisfied with the color, you know, I just keep building it up.
Diffuse it out a little bit.
Just kind of put it in there, swirl it around. With the eyeshadow, I'm really not here for perfection, just as long as it looks blended. I'm happy.
Go back in.
Back in with Universal.
That's the name of the color?
The color I'm blending my edges with is called Universal.
Oh, okay. Did you use the Modern... Oh, you didn't use the Modern Renaissance one. I like that
Yeah.
one.
I was torn between the Morphe and the Modern Renaissance today.
Okay.
And I went with the Morphe 3502. And we'll just keep blending those edges out. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. A little scared before.
What were you scared of?
Because the color was so intense, it wasn't crazy.
I just get a big fluffy brush and just kind of clean one and just...
That's what I've been
diffuse it.
doing.
Okay.
And over here working on it. Alright, I'm taking more of Chestnut and just bringing that in a little bit on the lid. I'm not bringing it all the way in because I'm going to be putting a shimmer color in the inner corner. And bringing that shimmer color in. Let's bring Chestnut up a little bit, blend it into heat. Take this fat brush.
You sound like such a professional.
Again, no, not at all.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to turn towards you and have you put mine on.
Okay. I'm going to take just my beauty blender a little bit. That still has some foundation on it. Clean up these edges just a smidge. And I'm actually going to take the other side. Oh, actually, I'm going to take the side of the Anastasia brush. I'm going to put heat on it. I'm only using 2 colors at the moment. That's what I like about this palette. I was like, I don't want to have to hold up a million different colors. I'm like, they could buy one palette and get the look.
Make my red more intense. I wonder if we were doing a hair tutorial, if I would have been satisfied with this. I'm wondering now. I wonder if I should go in with Lolita. I love Lolita, but then I also have...
Dragging the color heat underneath.
There's Lolita. That's normally my go-to color. This looks a little on the pinky reddish side. And
Then I'm going to take another clean brush and go in again with Chestnut under my eyes.
Yeah, I think I'll go in with Lolita right here.
Watch
Get
that
up a
out.
notch. This is Kat Von D Lolita. It's kind of like a universal color. It's for cheeks, eyes, everything. It was limited edition, I believe.
Taking this big fluffy brush. This is a elf crease brush, I believe. Just blending that. Actually, I'm going to take this brush, the one that had heat on it, smudge underneath my eye.
Yeah, I like that. To intensifying it more. Okay, so what I'm getting ready to do is to go take it under the lower eyelash. And this brush is, let's see, it's Chanel number 20. Just kind of pointy. Just to tune it.
And then I'm going to take, there is a color called Pure in the palette right here. It's like a gold color. I think I'm going to take that on my finger like this and stick that in the, on the lid, the inner lid, I guess you can call it. Let's see how. Let me see.
I have to get it. Looks like it's connecting in the corner. We're keeping up. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, it's a miracle. This actually isn't as intense as I would like it. So there's another color that I use that I'm going to grab really quick if I can reach it. So this is the Morphe 35O, the original one, and there's a color in here that I like for this better. It's this color up here. These ones don't have names, but it's the third one in the palette. I think. Is it that one?
And what are you using that for, to diffuse it out?
So no, it's the third one in, under the third one in. No, it's a shimmer color. Better. Yeah, this is the color I like. Shows up better.
Okay. What did you do? Oh wow, I really like that look on you.
I always do these like matte colors, and then I put a shimmer in like the inner corner, and that's pretty much my signature look for our channel. Whatever color the product is or our backdrops, I'll change the colors to work with it, but it'll always have some type of matte and a shimmer in like the inner corner area. Because that's
is
just
it shimmer
what I like.
eyeshadow or is it highlighter?
Eyeshadow. Okay. Sometimes it's a highlighter, but today it just happens to be. Now I'm just cleaning it up, making it blend.
Alright, so are you going to use an eyeliner?
Yes, but I'm probably going to come back to that.
Okay.
I do things in odd steps. Okay, so now I'm sick of looking at my pale face. So I go in with bronzer at this point,
Okay.
and I fix up the rest later.
I think I'm going in with eyeliner, and I'm trying to decide between Chanel Eros, who's part of one of their collections that they come out with and disappear with very quickly.
Alright. I'm going to be
or
using
Marc Jacobs Fine Wine. I think I'll use Marc Jacobs Fine Wine.
Okay.
Where I do a kind of a combination of waterline and lower lash line.
Okay. These edges are harsh. I hate harsh edges. So I'm gonna be using the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour Palette because it has like some nice like darky shades here. I'm gonna be taking this e.l.f. brush and I'm gonna take this top color. Ooh, where is it? Right here, dipping into that, and this cooler brown one down here. And I'm gonna contour my face a little bit.
I'm going to move in closer to the mirror. Since we don't have fancy equipment, you can't move them in. I've got to move out to get closer to the mirror. But I'm just going to put this on my waterline, guys.
And I mix these two colors and just...
Around there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bronzer slash contour.
I'm not sure I'm liking that. Bobby Brown thing because my that retouching pencil doesn't look like it did too much retouching. Looks like I see dark circles under my eyes. Okay, I'm gonna take this and put this on the upper lash line slightly, I think. Nothing perfect because I am no makeup expert.
I have to, I think, touch up around my eyes with some concealer because I got a little bit too excited. This typically doesn't happen.
What did you do?
Like, I got too excited with the
Powder?
yeah, with the red eyeshadow, and my under eyes just looking very like red, like my cheeks are looking red. I think I blended too far out.
I told you last week you could definitely blend.
Yeah, I got too excited with the blending and blended too far out. It's better. Take some powder. That's better. It was just red. Looked like red highlighter. And then I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm going to take the NYX NYX matte bronzer in medium. My Bobbi Brown brush.
You're moving right along. I haven't done bronzer yet.
It's okay. Probably when you're doing bronzer, I'll be doing my brows. We're out of order together today.
Okay.
This is just the order I do stuff
Put a
in.
little bit concealer just to kind of clean it up a little bit underneath there. Just make it a little bit more perfect.
When I notice things, I fix them. Wasn't liking the way that was looking. Okay. Blush. I am going to be using the MAC Small Vanity. It's like this nice, like, pink color.
Okay, where did it go? Chanel. I think I'll do Chanel bronzer today. Oh, you know what? No, I was not going to do that. I was going to do the Bobbi Brown, a big one. This was the Bobbi Brown. I think it was Elvis Duran and Telluride. Because I felt like that little pinky thing going on there might work for me. There's my brush. Where's my brush?
You're losing stuff?
You know, it's ready. It's here.
Okay. Next,
I'm going to take it and swirl them both together.
I'm going to line the top of my eyes with eyeliner. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. Just a little bit. I bring it all the way out, but I don't bring it all the way in. Oh, I can't see. I gotta scoot in and use this mirror.
Okay. You're still drying good? It's drying fast. It's amazing how it's drying fast and there's nothing blowing in here. Any air whatsoever.
No air, no air. It used to be my song.
Really? Who sang it?
Chris Brown and Jordan Spark.
I don't know why I asked, like, as if I would know. I don't really care.
Let me do my eyebrows because they are looking weak.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have to add blush to this look because if I wanted to, it's right here. The pink side.
Did you show them?
I showed them when I first started.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so it would be the pink side if I wanted to add a little blush to the look with my great big old bronzer brush. Oh, every brush for every occasion. It's ridiculous. Just use what you have.
I mean, I guess.
Seriously, I'd be balling up toilet paper if I have to and make it a brush style. See, we used to make do back when.
So off camera really quick, we just finished up the rest of our eyes. We did our mascara. For mascara, I used the Dior 3D Maximizer again as like a lash primer, and then I went in with, that's not my eye mascara, oops. I went in with this Ciate Wonderland. This is for my top lashes, it's black, and then on my bottom lashes I use brown, which is a Sephora brown mascara. And for eyeliner, I use the Sephora matte waterproof eyeliner in Cafe Ole number 35.
Oh, but what is that? Eyeliner?
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
nude eyeliner.
Alright, and for mascara I use the MAC Zoom Lash and Beats Me, which is a really pretty burgundy color to go with this look.
Ew.
And that's all I did off camera, right?
Is that all you did?
I think that's all.
And the rest was just like touch-ups and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, so the last thing we are going to do is do our highlighter and lips on camera with you guys. So the highlighter that I am using is the Becca Prosecco Pop, which is a really pretty, very gold yellow highlighter, which I really like.
Oh, okay. This is the Becca and Rose Gold.
Becca and Rose Gold.
There it is right there. So let's see.
Highlighting the tip of my nose, down the center, not the center, down the bridge.
With a Smashbox brush. I like them because they're red. I like packaging.
This is a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush that I just love using for highlighter when I'm putting it on my nose and my brow bone. I'm actually going to put it in my inner corner as well because it matches the shimmery color that I use. Gonna bring it up a little on my cupid's bow, and then I'm going to take this setting brush, Real Technique setting brush, and do my cheeks. My apple right there.
I'm just gonna take my fourth finger and just kind of put it in the corner of my eyes. See if that works out today. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Good enough.
So the last thing we're going to do is put our lip color on. I'm going to start with the MAC Lip Pencil in Chestnut.
And I'm going to start with the MAC Lip Pencil in Cork. Oops, I put on too much lip balm. It's sliding.
You need tissue?
I'll just take it off. You know what? Let me see. Yes, I do. Hand me tissue. Thank you.
Blend that in. And then I'm going to take the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. This is a really pretty, like, brown nude. That's kind of like Are Your Lips But Better color on me. And I really like it.
Do you fill in your lips with the pencil or you just put it on the edges, just line it?
I fill it in a little bit. I just overlined my top lip way too much. Oops. But whatever.
Really wanted Cork by MAC, but I cannot find it. I lost it in the house somewhere. And
You told them that that was Cork.
Oh no, okay, then I meant, hold on.
Is it oak?
It's oak. It's oak. Yes. It's oak. Yeah, I went to look for Cork the other day and I said, let me just go home and look better. I never understand how people lose their makeup, but now I see it can be done. Unless somebody took it.
And then I'm also going to take a little bit of the Rimmel Stay Matte in what color is this? What color is this? Mocha.
Okay, and I will be putting on ColourPop 0.0 with a lip brush because sometimes I feel like I get a better lip when I do it that way.
I feel like with me, when I do bold colors on my eyes, I like want to tone it down on my lips. It's actually looking just a little bit crazy because I don't like, my lips are already kind of plump. I don't need to overline them. So when I was blending, it went a little bit too far. And then the last thing I do, I don't know where it is. It was over there, but I guess I can just use a little bit of Airspun. I take some translucent powder and I just set it.
Why, it's not a liquid lip?
It is a liquid lip, but it just stays better.
Really?
And you set it with translucent powder?
Oh, I probably wouldn't work for me because I always put it on every 5 minutes.
You wouldn't have to if you said it.
But I like to.
She's wasteful.
Probably am.
See, it's like a Your Lip but better kind of color.
I like this color.
So Yeah. Oh, setting powder is the last thing. Setting powder. Setting spray. What do you got?
I've got right
Oh,
here.
yeah, you got stuff right there. Okay, I'm going to use the Hangover RX 3-in-1. Oh, woo! Hot in here.
Okay.
And
Yeah, let's see. I like that because it kind of like makes your face glow. But
I'm going to take off this headband.
And I'm going to use Urban Decay All Nighter because we're going to film again after this. I need it to stay.
Oh. Bring my bangs down. Fix myself up.
That's my church fan.
So these are our final looks. We made it. If you made it to the end of this video, because it's longer than the first one, type, I made it. Again. I made it again.
I know, when I saw that last week, I didn't know that I didn't remember that you said that. I thought people were saying they made it in the snow, like they survived. But
No, I think you thought that they made it because it was like it was January 1st. Like they made it into the new year.
They made it in the new year. Where I was like, why?
And I'm like, no, I said comment down below if you made it through this video, because our makeup videos are going to be long because there's 2 of us, and we talk, so we have to figure out a way how to do this. But like we talk. I mean, I figure people are here for the makeup, but they're also here just to let us hear us talk. You know, I don't know. You have to let us know. How do you feel about the long videos, the long makeup videos, because they're kind of long.
So then I blow dried my hair for the final look. This is the Cream of Nature, the coconut milk line, and same results as the other day. So it's consistent so far. Twice I did it now. So yep, I like that. Definitely gives the length, the definition. It's cute, and again, I just blow dried it all over the place. So. Okay, so.
Alright, so this is the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. And
see you next Makeup Monday.
We'll see you next Makeup Monday.
Bye-bye.